Hello, I'm Pastor Jason from West Metro Church in Douglasville, Georgia, and I want to welcome you to day number 316 of our Bible Book Club. Today we're going to be specifically looking at Psalm 101. David begins Psalm 101 by talking about the character of God. He says, I will sing of mercy and justice to you, O Lord. I will sing your praises. Now, when he begins with that becomes the anchor for his life. He's refocusing his life, and so he goes where to begin. Everything that's swirling around David, everything that's going on at the time, he refocuses on the greatness, the awesomeness, the character of God, his mercy, and his justice. Now after that, David rattles off a list, a litany of things that basically a New Year's resolution list, things that David's going to try to do to become more holy, to become closer to God. And that list reminded me of a little story. Now, one day, many years ago, I got up one morning and I read Psalm 101, and I felt great. I felt strong. I felt like this is going to be a great day. I felt ready. I felt spiritually unstoppable after reading the things that David was trying to do to become closer to God, to become more holy. And then I walked outside to the back of my house, our backyard, and there was trash strewn everywhere. As I scanned the trash, I looked, sitting right in the middle of the trash was a squirrel. Now, this was not any ordinary squirrel. It was a large squirrel. I went on to call him the king squirrel, the one squirrel to rule them all, you might say. And he locked eyes with me, and I saw him. I locked eyes with him. He froze. I froze. And then as I looked closer, I saw him give a little smile, a little smirk, as he had a half-eaten chicken nugget lodged in the corner of his jaw. And he gave me that smirk, and he ran off into the trees. So I kind of got myself together, and I turned around at that moment. As I was picking up the trash, I turned around. We used to have a cat. His name was Ritz, and he was stared at me through the window. And that cat looked at me, and with a smug on his face, he said, "These are the consequences of your unholy life." Straight out of Psalm 101. I was trying to live holier that day, trying to be closer to God that day. The king squirrel had bested me. The cat had condemned me, and I was at a loss for words. I finally got myself together, came in, and the Lord told me, he went on to say these things in Psalm 101. He reminded me that David said, "My eyes shall be on the faithful of the land, that they may dwell with me." These are the things that David looked at. He had already talked about God and his character, but he also said, "My eyes shall be on the faithful of the land." And I felt better after that they may dwell with me. He who walks in a perfect way, he shall serve me. He who works deceit shall not dwell within my house. He who tells lies shall not continue in my presence. Early I will destroy all the wicked of the land, that I may cut off all the evildoers from the city of the Lord. So Psalm 101 is calling us to integrity. It's calling us, David lays it out in his list. Things that we can do to strive to be closer to God. Things that we can do to live a blameless life. But it becomes difficult. Sitting in traffic, it becomes difficult when the Wi-Fi is really slow. It becomes difficult when the line for the samples at Sam's Club is extremely long and slow. And it definitely becomes difficult when you get bested by the king squirrel. So I encourage you today, do your best. Go back and read all of Psalm 101 and apply these things to your life, because if we focus our life on God first, the one who has done it all, the one who is the King of kings and Lord of lords, it puts everything else into perspective, and then we can go throughout our day and live a blameless life. But also understand, the Psalm 101 is not about being perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's about heading in the right direction, moving in the right direction to live a blameless life, to become closer to God, really to become 1% less worse every day. So thank you so much for joining us today on the West Metro Bible Book Club. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless.